somebody commented under a post saying Bucks and Suns are giving the best NBA finals we've seen since 2016. I just hope we get a game 7. And when I read that, I immediately thought, yo, that's a fact. You feel me? Like, I haven't really been watching the finals of 2021, like these finals. And that's just because there's a completely brand new team. I really don't know shit about the teams until recently. And then, like, I didn't watch a game until game 5. So, and that was only because LeBron was there. Feel me? So, and a lot of other celebrities were there as well. And just the intensity of the game, like, and the significance of it, like, yo, whoever wins this goes up 3-2. Like, so it was that as well, that aspect of it. But if you were to ask me a week and a half ago, if you watching the NBA, I would have been like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. Anyways, KD decided to reply under that comment and goes, Warriors Cavs is great. 2017 is greater than that. And I'm like, bruh, this motherfucker's always trying to, he's always trying to kind of like minimize the impact that he had with the Warriors in his decision into joining the Warriors. You joined a 73-9 team, bro. That whole year, the Cavs, I think they came out second in the East, and it was only because Kevin Love was battling throughout the entire season, or a majority of the season. Kevin Love was battling with like a whole like shoulder thing because the year before, I don't know if you guys remember, but Kelly Olynyk pulled his shirt, his fucking arm or whatnot. That whole shit. He was still battling with that, even a year and a half later. He was still battling with that whole shit, and there were reports of it, like of he would miss games and shit like that. He'll exit games early and shit like that because of that. And then, like, after game 1 of 2017 finals, Kyrie gets injured. I think he left, like, middle of the game in game 1. But anyways, let me keep reading what he wrote, what he said. The guy replied, unbalanced stacked decks are automatically disqualified. He added KD and he said that. And KD was like, perfectly even match, fam. Top to bottom. And I looked at the roster myself. You know, and as an outsider who didn't watch the finals, you would think paper to paper, it makes sense. You wouldn't think. It actually makes sense, paper to paper, the players who are on there. But you don't sit to think what were the possibilities of why the fuck the Cavs got blown out. And one of those was injuries. Now, don't get me wrong. The Cavs had a stronger bench than the Warriors. But you have to think about it. It's Steph, Clay, crazy motherfucking Draymond, and now KD against LeBron James and supporting casts. Literally. Kevin Love played a little bit, and even then he shot horribly. And then Kyrie was out. J.R. Smith, Henny God, literally like the third best player. Evenly matched? On paper, I say so. How it turned out to be? No. Maybe ideally, that's what we would have all wanted. For everybody to be healthy, for everybody to be chilling and be like, okay, actually gonna see like, Yeah, KD joined the Warriors, but like they still got Kyrie, they still got Kevin Love, and they're all healthy. LeBron James never misses a game in the finals, so he's healthy. And Jay got JR, and they also had the reason I say they had a strong bench was because they had Darren Williams as a backup point guard who was not that bad for them. They had what's his name? They had a veteran leadership as well on the bench. They had Kyle Korver still. They had if I'm not mistaken, they had damn it, I forgot the name. They had a lot of people. And they could go deep. So at any moment they could just grab somebody. If one person isn't working out on guarding, I don't know, Iguodala, they could just pull that person out and put in another player. We was deep. The Cavs was deep. But the only difference was injuries. And it's I don't know. It's he's always trying to minimize like how strong the Warriors were. And then the circumstances of the opposing team. Just to make his, like, I don't know, to make his rings count, I guess. Or like to try to like, because he probably thinks that, you know what I think it is? I think that he probably thinks that people are thinking of it as closed-minded as possible. Just because they trying to, quote unquote, I don't know, guys, hate on him. But that's not the case, my dude. Like, if you look at it in paper, you're going to know that. You're going to think, okay, what you think, which is like, oh, it's evenly matched. Run it up. Like, it's evenly matched. You could run that again. But you don't think about aspects of who was healthy, who was not. Literally, the only person who was hurt in the Warriors was the coach. Steve Kerr was currently going through some injury there. He can sit down and coach from the bench. You don't got to get up. I don't know, man. Always trying to minimize shit. Always trying to like do the little takeaways and shit like that. And that's not going to happen, fam. It's not. And then like Draymond for some reason lit up. Like he was really fucking playing great in that finals. Like I just remember him making bucket after bucket after bucket. Like he was wilding, shooting 5 threes in a row. Like he didn't miss. He was bugging out, and it was just unusual shit like that was happening. And it was, I don't know, it was crazy. But it's some bullshit. You feel me? Like it was some bullshit going on all throughout that whole shit, and yeah, this is just KD being KD, like always.